What is democracy? When start democracy? What start of democracy in the world? In the history of this world, we have a startup, and the word democracy was coined in ancient Greece, which had establishment a government in Athens. You know Athens, in Greece. All the men would meet to discuss some issues and vote by show of hands. Slaves and women did not have the right to vote. Look, in the Athens democracy, the women and the slaves don't vote. Today, we have not this differentiation. The women today vote in Italy, in Kazakhstan, in Uzbekistan, everywhere where we apply with democracy. We have not such a difference between women and men. And this is one evolution of the democracy. This kind of government would take a long time today, and it would be impossible to great people to meet every time a decision has to be made. In this case, the government involvement is very important in the democracy process. But what is democracy? This is the main question that we have today on the table. As this society that established democracy became larger and more diverse, there was a need to move from direct democracy, where the people vote directly today in Italy, but also in Kazakhstan and in other parts of the world, the citizenship of one country vote directly. But before, not was possible. Vote because they are representative democracy, where the people elect a representative and politician who vote for decision for their account. Put the last example of vote process was in the United States, when the citizenship of the citizen of United States vote to elect the president of United States. The president of the United States process election is the demonstration of representative democracy. In this case, it's possible to write and to have this definition. People govern themselves through representative. In this case, if we apply with one very important example, we can find that we can look that in the United States today was elected Mr. Donald Trump. But Mr. Donald Trump is the man that representative of the citizen of the United States. In this case, it's more clear what is the definition of democracy. Democracy is government of the people, by the people, and for the people. This definition is coming from the Greece, from Pericles. Pericles' definition is very far from our time, but the definition is very modern. Democracy is government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Democracy is by the people because in which the supreme power is vested in the people and exercised directly by them or by their elected agents under a free electoral system. In the United States, when was elected Mr. Donald Trump, it's possible with, we are sure that it's possible to explain and to speak about free electoral system. In the phrase of Abraham Lincoln, another United States president, democracy is a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. In this case, also Abraham Lincoln repeat the concept that years ago carried out by Pericles. Nowadays, there are many types of direct democracy. Direct democracy is when you elect your representative, such as referendums, petition, plebiscite, and proposal. But that these arise more often in all democracy. We can therefore have, first, direct democracy, when citizens get together and make law. Representative democracy, citizens elect representatives who are responsible for establishing law. And participative democracy, citizens elect representatives who are responsible for establishing the law, who then ask citizens to validate or invalidate by referendum the proposed law. And finally, we have liberal democracy, not so less important. In the picture, you can find a very important concept. Why is coming this word democracy? Democracy is coming from a composition of two pieces of the word. One is demos, that in Greece was the people, and kratos, to rule. Democracy word is coming from the Greek word demos, which means people, and kratos, which means authority or power. Demos mean the people in Greek. So we have democracy or demokratos, democracy. Also in Italian is democrazia, is coming from the same word. It's very important. It's a, I think, universal word, meaning power to the people. Power to the people means that the people decide the institution and the laws which will govern them and their land. Their land is the space where the state control and has power. For example, in Kazakhstan, in this case, is the land of Kazakhstan, where power to the people means to the people decide about Kazakhstan people. We have a lot of important other definition. I put in list some definition. For example, a government that is run with the consent of the people. Or another definition, a system of government whose supreme authority rests with the people. Or again, the government of the country by the people directly by the representation. Or another definition, a government which political control is exercised by all citizens directly or through their elected representative. The word democracy itself means government of the state by the people. A democracy is a system where people can change rulers peacefully, and the government has the right to rule because the people gave it that right.